Once upon a time, in an enchanted forest, there lived a curious little fox named Fizz. As the sun began to set and the moon started to rise, the forest came alive with magic. The trees swayed gently, and the leaves rustled as if whispering secrets. Fizz was always fascinated by the forest at night. He loved hearing the sounds of nature all around him. But sometimes he felt a bit scared too. After all, there were many animals in the forest that came out after dark. One evening, as Fizz was exploring, he heard a faint whisper coming from deep within the forest. It sounded like someone or something was in trouble. Without thinking twice, Fizz decided to follow the sound and see if he could help. As Fizz ventured deeper into the woods, he saw strange things he had never seen before. The trees grew taller, and the bushes were thicker. He couldn't see where the whispering was coming from anymore, but he kept going, driven by his curiosity and sense of adventure. Finally, after what seemed like hours, Fizz stumbled upon a clearing in the forest. There, huddled under a large tree, was a tiny bird with a broken wing. The bird was shivering and whimpering softly. Fizz approached the bird cautiously. He didn't want to scare it away. But when he got close enough, the bird looked up at him and let out a soft, trembling sigh of relief. Fizz knew right then that he had to help the bird. Using all his might, Fizz gently picked up the bird and carried it back to his den. He found an old, soft cloth and wrapped the bird in it, trying to keep it warm. Then he set out to find someone who could fix the bird's wing. The journey back to the clearing was long and difficult, but Fizz didn't give up. He had made a promise to the bird, and he was going to keep it. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Fizz returned to the clearing with a wise old owl in tow. The owl examined the bird's wing carefully and declared that he could indeed fix it. With his powerful talons and sharp beak, he set about mending the broken wing. As Fizz watched, amazed, the owl finished his work. The bird's wing was as good as new. It flapped its wings happily and took off into the sky, soaring high above the enchanted forest. Fizz felt a sense of pride and accomplishment wash over him. He had helped the bird, even when he was scared. And in doing so, he had discovered something important about himself. He was brave, even if he didn't always think so. From that day forward, Fizz explored the enchanted forest with even more courage and determination. He knew that no matter what challenges came his way, he could overcome them if he just believed in himself. And so, every night, as the forest came alive with magic, Fizz went to sleep with a smile on his face, knowing that he was truly brave. As Fizz returned to his den that night, he felt a sense of contentment wash over him. He had helped the bird and learned an important lesson about bravery. From that day forward, Fizz explored the enchanted forest with even more courage and determination. One evening, as Fizz was wandering through the woods, he stumbled upon a group of lost baby bunnies. They were all alone and crying for their mother. Without hesitation, Fizz decided to help them too. Using his keen sense of smell, he tracked down the mother bunny and led her back to her babies. The grateful mother thanked Fizz profusely and promised to repay him someday. From that day forward, whenever Fizz needed help, he knew he could count on the bunnies. And they became fast friends, exploring the enchanted forest together and helping each other along the way. As time went by, Fizz's bravery grew stronger. He faced many challenges in the forest, but he always managed to overcome them with his newfound courage. And every night, as he lay down to sleep, he knew that he was truly brave and capable of anything he set his mind to. One day, while Fizz was out exploring, he heard a distant roar. He followed the sound and discovered a fierce dragon terrorizing the forest. The other animals were too scared to help, but not Fizz. Without hesitation, Fizz charged towards the dragon, yelling at the top of his lungs. To his surprise, the dragon stopped and looked at him. "Who are you?" it asked, its voice deep and booming. "I am Fizz," he replied bravely, standing tall, "and I have come to help." The dragon looked at him for a long moment before letting out a soft sigh. "You are indeed brave, Fizz," it said, "and I need your help too." From that day forward, the dragon and Fizz became allies, working together to protect the enchanted forest from harm. And every night, as Fizz went to sleep, he knew that he had truly made a difference in the world around him.